What's good, everybody? What's good, chat room? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my platform. And I have a special guest. Y'all see it, Orlando Owens. And I'm about to start this. And we about to cam up. And we about to get into this. All right? So here we go. Sorry I'm late. Not sorry. You're almost late anyway. But anyway, how's everybody doing? Much love, everybody. Much love to the chat room. All right. Holla at your boy. And we are right here. All right. We are in the house, and we got the other guest, man. I think it's like the third time he ever been on my stream. So, what's up, Orlando?
Man, what's going on, brother Mo? I was digging your intro music. Had me in a cool little vibe. I was like, okay.
Yeah. One of my old school friends from Chicago, she made the interview for me like 3 years ago, and she hooked me up. She didn't charge me down. I was happy. She did it for me. Like, hey, I got you, bro.
We got to do this more often with only a few months left in this campaign. We definitely have to come together and talk more. I appreciate your opportunity for coming on your platform and having an opportunity to connect with your listening audience. And It's always a pleasure, my friend. And thank you for having me.
Hey, anytime, man. Thank you for coming on here, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. Like, this came out of nowhere, but guess what? Even though it came out of nowhere with Ms. Harris became the so-called vice president, we're not surprised that it happened. We knew he was going to step down. I knew it. I don't know you, but I knew he was going to step down. But we don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But we hearing there's so many speculations. Who's going to be the vice president? I'm hearing Michelle Obama. I'm hearing this, but it's just speculation. So how you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm blessed. I'm a little tired still from last week. Still recovering. Had a chance to see you on the block doing your thing. That was awesome.
Yeah. I ran into you when I was streaming. I had my phone on me, man. I had my little selfie stick. I want to talk to you like, what up, man? Orlando. First time I met you too.
That was
Even though we done streamed together a couple of times, never met you. First time I met you.
Yeah, it was a wild time.
Wanted to, but
it was a wild, good time in a positive way. I was there doing some work as well too, man, and had a lot of interesting conversations. I didn't get a chance to really cover a lot of the protest rally. I think it was only really one day that maybe two, that actually had an actual organized effort.
Yes, sir.
And I think it played out what I thought. I thought it was kind of maybe misplaced for the protesters and all the hoopla that, as you know, Mo, you're from here, all the hoopla that went into the protest zone, and we're not close enough to the convention, and they're trying to stop us from marching. And I think the protesters, did what they wanted. They marched in certain areas. But I always thought it was kind of misplaced, kind of frustration, because typically a lot of them don't vote for conservatives in the first place. So how would you really think it was going to be impactful? Now, next month in Chicago, I think it's going to be much different and much more loud, much more robust, because those are the people who they actually invest their time, money, effort into, and give donations, volunteer on campaigns, and they vote for them. And so they definitely have let's say, a seat at the table to say what they believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the protest was actually, they had like blocks away. They was more on Water Street, because when I saw you, we was on MLK Street over there. You know what I'm saying? They was way over there.
Yeah, I just, for all the hype it was, I'm glad nothing happened connected to the protest. There was a fatal shooting that happened a few blocks away, from some out-of-state officers, and I'll wait for the information to come out. But it seems as if there was an altercation, and there was a knife pull on another person, and the police acted to try to save the other person to stop the deadly threat. We'll see how more of the investigation comes out, but didn't really see a lot of violent protests, which was really awesome. People were able to express their thoughts in a peaceful manner, even if they went off the protest area just a little bit, but I would say, man, I had a pretty good time. I worked, like I said, I had to get off work and come down to there, so it was definitely intense. I saw a lot of people that I was like, I watch him on TV. So that was cool to see that. And then I was like, oh, I'll follow Maurice, and Maurice is right here and doing his thing.
Doing my thing, y'all. You see the title, it said Kamala Harris is a token for the black community with Orlando Owens right here. And she is a token because it's about race now. It's about race now. I'm sorry, you got the black women. You got black women in the hood. Like, oh, we got a black woman. And I talked to men, dudes from California, from LA, they're former Crips and Bloods, and they was wrongfully persecuted by her, and they ain't going. What I know in California, black men ain't going, Mexican men ain't going out there for her.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on that, brother?
Well, I had someone I connected with today, another campaign strategist, and she gave a really, I think, a spot-on analysis on her thought was this election will come down to two groups of people: white women, and black men.
Ooh.
I don't disagree with you there.
Yes.
Because that I believe that this is about that. Oh, now I can see your chat. Oh, they popping in here. All right. What's going on?
All right, we here.
They in here talking. Follow Orlando on Facebook. Cool. I see you. What's going on, chat room? No, I think I ran to a few people, and we're going to be doing so. Project Move the Needle is still doing doors. So please go to Project Move the Needle, which is Orlando FORWI.com. Orlando FORWI.com, and check us out. You can donate there as well too.
Moderators, put that in the chat room. Can you repeat that? Moderators, put that in the chat room.
We are still doing doors, man, and connecting with people at gathering sites. And I can tell you, it's still early as far as us having getting a lot of feedback on what happened with Joe Biden stepping down, which you and others knew about before I did. I didn't think he was going to step down, but I was with a group of guys today, probably 5 or 6 young men, and they were at a corner store. I was by a corner store, so I just asked the question.
Yes.
So what do you think about the Kamala, and let me get her name right, because people, the conservatives are trying to mispronounce her name on purpose. It's Kamala, not Kamala. I'm like, Kamala.
I'll call it Camilla anyway, whatever. You know what I mean.
Kamala. Vice President Harris. Okay. For some. So I asked one brother, he was like, oh, I'm voting for Kamala Harris. I'm like, okay. Then another one's like, no, man, I kind of like Trump. I'm like, oh, okay. But I was like, you voting? He's like, I don't know. I was like, man, listen. I said, are you a parent? He's like, yeah. I said, well, do you want these individuals who have sexual identification issues themselves teaching and reading to your children like in drag queen hour at your school? He was like, no. He said Trump ain't with that. I said, no, Republicans ain't with that. Trump ain't with that. No, that's not for children. He was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, if you don't want that, you need to vote for it, because, Brother Mo, I'm trying to say this as how do I say this, as non-confrontational as I can. But men are going to have to get up and vote, because black men have to vote, because black women will always vote, and they're going to be voting for these leftist progressive positions. We just had a booth at Juneteenth this past Saturday, which is another reason why I'm tired.
And I hate I missed it, brother. Sorry, I missed it.
Not Juneteenth. I'm sorry, Garfield Days. Garfield Days.
Oh yeah, you invited me to Garfield, and I was like busy that day. Like, oh man.
And just the number of dirty looks and engagement from women primarily. We had some old progressive black dudes who was beta males or whatever, but it was mostly women. And I'm like, this is the problem. My team was there too. And they all arrived at the same conclusion. Our prime target is not black women. Our target is black men. Because black women ain't moving. They are what they are, and they're going to do what they're going to do. Thank you, moderators. They're going to do what they're going to do. There are more black men who was open, but so often, and I had my sister was here in town because my dad is in the hospital. He's going over, getting over a bug or something, but he'll be fine. And she came up to the booth and she's like, she was like, so what are you saying? And so I told her, I said, this message that I'm giving is a very masculine message.
Yes.
It is not necessarily for women. In fact, I'm not even trying to talk to the women. And she was like, why not? Because black men vote the way black women say vote. I said, well, if that's the case, that's not the man I want to talk to.
You better say it, brother.
Because black women vote for black women issues. Black men issues are different than women. And we need to recognize that and encourage that and be cool with that. Be cool with it. Like, we're not voting the same way for our women. They have another motivation that is not the motivation to line up for black men. They're voting for more programs. They're voting for more, DEI. They're voting for more government spending and less jobs coming to the city. Men need to vote for the things they want to see happen, like getting drag queens out of your kid's school, getting these provocative books out of your child's library, getting jobs here in the city so you don't have to travel far to go find a good paying job. It's just different.
Oh, they better recognize, bro. See, the black men need to vote. And the sad thing about it is, Orlando, Mr. Owens, that you see more black women are rising up. They rising up. They like this here. Camilla, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Harris 2024. They all coming out here like, but black men, they don't like her. They ain't voting at all. No. Y'all better go ahead and vote. When I say vote Harris out, they need to vote for Trump. I'm going to just say it like this here. If you don't like him, vote for him to get her out of here. Go ahead. You got it, brother.
Well, I mean, we look at Kamala's or Camila or Miss Harris's voting record. And what I've seen on social media that is trending, especially on X, the number of black women who are saying, as a foundational black person, I'm not voting for Kamala. First of all, she's not a foundational black person. Her mom is Indian, and her dad is Jamaican. They're not foundational blacks in the first place.
Yeah.
And she went to black schools. She's only a step away from what's her name was Rachel Dolezal.
Yeah, exactly, brother.
She's just a shade away from Rachel Dolezal in her story, or even Senator Warner. You're not black, but she portrayed herself as black. You're Jamaican and you're Indian, but you join a black sorority, went to a black college, and you claim to be when it's convenient for you. So we're playing this game. You are the 2024 Rachel Dolezal. You're not black, but you pretend to be.
She ain't black.
And all the things. Here we go. You're married to a white man.
Ha!
I mean, I don't know. I think the kids are biracial, or they adopted kids. Again, I just question your black card, as those who question our black cards, right? But I'm going to say, she's a 2024 Rachel Dolezal, whatever her name was, and yeah, she don't have to put on blackface, but she got to put on some foundation.
Yeah, it's funny how they question our black card, Orlando, right? But we love being black. We love being black, but they question our black card. But you got these people out there on the other side, these black people on the other side, they don't love being black. Them, I hate to say this, but a lot of them ABWs over there on the other side that voted for Kamala Harris, they don't love being black. They self-hating. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, and we go into her record as as a U.S. before her being a U.S. senator. Going to her record as the Attorney General of California. California. And more stories are coming out of California, as Arnold Schwarzenegger would say, California, of the men and the women who were under her reign as Attorney General.
Yes, sir.
She's been caught suppressing evidence from people on death row. She has falsely accused black men and locked them up.
Falsely, not accused, falsely. Go ahead, bro.
She has locked up people for the very thing that she gets on the Breakfast Club and hick and chuckle and ha about. And nothing ha or funny. And I've said this on my page, and I've been trying to put it out more, and hopefully it will come out. We go from the author of destruction to the executioner.
Come on.
Of destruction.
Yes.
Joe Biden was part of the 84 sentencing bill, the 94 crime bill. These are the same laws that Kamala Harris passed and pushed or acted under as Attorney General of California. You go from the author to the executioner.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow black folk was like, oh, I'm voting because she's black. She locked your black brothers and sisters up.
Mm-hmm.
With no problem at all.
No problem.
And let's say, okay, she didn't agree with the law. Did she lobby California to change the laws as Attorney General? Did she lobby Congress to change laws to become state senator, U.S. senator? What did she do when she finally became vice president? We call her the border czar, and now the left is questioning. Well, she was never really appointed as
she was slighted the whole time when she was vice president. She never talked.
She's not the border czar. No, that's how you guys introduced her to her. Joe Biden gave her the border she was the border czar.
Yes, sir.
Why didn't she jump up and say, well, Joe, I don't want to be the border czar. I want to be the hood czar.
Mm-hmm.
I want to focus on black folk czar. And, whatever czar. She ran out there and talked about, she was happy to perform the first gay marriage in California. She was happy to do it.
Yeah, she was, man.
But again, this election hereforth has to be about Kamala Harris's record and her do-nothing record as the vice president. Why did she push Joe to change, the go further? We got Trump doing the First Step Act. What was Biden's Next Step Act? What did he do to change the corrupt system? Nothing. Well, yet and still you want to tell us that you got black women mesmerized because this is a black girl. While you black women are so mesmerized by this black woman, she locked up your brother. She locked up your cousin. She locked up your daddy. You still cool with that?
Oh, hell no.
And black men who support this, she locked you up. She locked your daddy up and your brother too. You cool with that?
So who's the Real House Negroes? Okay, y'all. What you said, bro? Okay.
What you cool with that? Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry. And then her being the border czar, quote unquote, is it official or non-official? She allowed for more illegal immigration to come over the border that affected who the most again? Black people and poor people. They flooded the emergency rooms and the clinics in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
help you need. You don't have the supplies you need because they flooded somebody. Then they gave them $3,000 a month, but your black ass can't get no help.
Woo! Go Orlando.
And she was a czar of that. But
Yes,
she want to turn around and get your black vote when she sold your black ass out for people who are here illegally.
Oh yes, sir.
On top of that, her being the prosecutor, and they all on the news like, oh, we can't wait to see the prosecutor and the felon go at it. The same prosecutor allowed people to break law. She only enforces the law she wants to. She didn't enforce the border. She thought nobody should be this, that, and the other on the border, but you locked up niggas though.
Nipples.
You locked them niggas up.
Lock them up. Lock them up. That's
Excuse
why
my,
you won't get them nipples broke.
This is for adult context, so excuse my language. I'm sorry, you all. Forgive me.
No. I curse. So you
And I got a
Harris is in the Bible. So
I got to guys working on it. But I'm saying she liked a black man, but she let other folk, she let them off with a slap on the wrist.
slap on it, Jack.
She slapped cuffs on your wrist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying how we make the math make the math. Make it make sense. How we girl, black girl, magic. I'm AKA Soror. That's yeah. And
Yes, sir.
We supporting her for what?
Yeah. This is sick though, Orlando. This is sick. When I say this is sick, you got these people out there in Hollywood, you got people out in the media, they are bullying people. They are bullying black folks, black women especially, but they are bullying black folks to vote for Harris.
Kamala or Kamala, whatever, Miss Harris.
Camel toe, whatever.
Miss Harris.
I'm going with Harris. I never can't say her name right, but I said it.
We'll go with Harris. Go with Harris.
Harris.
But again, if you were so concerned about black people, what have you done to address black people issues?
Mm-hmm.
You're against school choice. You still allow you still want more federal oversight. You still want more funding to go to failing schools. Why won't you czar over education for black people?
Yes.
Why won't you leading the way but you're too busy hicky and hacking and what is to become is what is, and what is to see is to see in the. If I hear her talk one more time and just reverse the order of what you just said, what is to become, and what is to become is what is.
Mm-hmm.
What she just say? And we go into these gymnastics with her wordplay, and we have to only behold what is already is, and is what we behold.
Yes. Exactly, man. Like, what's really, really good? Talk to me. What's really, really good, y'all?
I mean, what is to be is to be, and to be is what is, and
yes, sir.
and bear is bear, and be is be. I mean, if we plan, I mean, it's one of the things like, you got to believe in something. Why not believe in me? I mean, that was in Car Wash by Richard Pryor. When he was the preacher saying, you got to believe, and had the Pointer Sisters singing behind him. You got to believe in something. Why not believe in me? I mean, this is the ridiculous that we have. And, what is to become is present, and the future is what the future is the present and is to become.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to like that?
You know what, Orlando? I was literally talking yesterday. Hold on, let me come out in a second. I was literally talking to some white liberals. I was talking to them, and they told me that people are going to hate you. White liberals told people are going to hate you because you support that racist, narcissist Trump. that white supremacist Trump, the guy who hate black people. And then I told her, I said this, where you from? She from the suburbs. You know what I told her? I'm from the streets of Chicago. And I moved to Milwaukee, lived on 6th and Burleigh, 27 Burleigh, all that, 35th North Avenue. I've been around. So they don't understand our struggle. White liberals don't know our struggle, even though I didn't struggle too much, but I know about it. Even though I got older, I still lived in the hood, had a good job, paid cheap rent. But they don't understand it, brother. Go ahead.
Well, let me say this. Let me count the ways of me giving. I want to say something else, but I'm trying to be.
No, you don't. Don't try. Do it.
Let me count the ways of if I really care what you say. Of what they got. Do you think I care what they got to say? They ain't putting no food on my table and they ain't doing nothing for me. I don't care what they say.
Nope.
I think y'all are more concerned with they because I don't live in they world. I live in the world of God. I live in my world. And my world say, if they ain't paying no bills, why are you giving? I'm trying to be polite here, but why do you care what folk think? Folk ain't putting no food, ain't putting no gas, ain't paying no rent in your place.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think I care what white folk gonna say? Well, the black people gonna. You think black folk? You think I care what somebody else got to say about me?
Heck no.
You think I care about somebody who ain't putting no food on my table? Say about nothing. See, white folks, see what you're trying to do. You're trying to shame.
Oh, shame.
Sick in my head. Shame on you for being a black man. And you support the white man. Okay. I support myself. And I believe in my own voice. And it is pitiful that you are trying this sophomoric weak Jedi mind trick that ain't working on me. You act as if I give up. I'm trying to be polite, Mo. You act as if I actually give a care on what somebody else.
We don't give a, you know what I'm saying?
What somebody else got to say about nothing.
We don't give a flip.
You're going to be publicly shamed. Publicly shamed by who? By who?
Mm-hmm.
And what does that mean exactly?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about no man. Stop playing. Stop playing. So this is the left's again, the progressive left trying to use peer pressure.
Yes.
And trying to use the idea of you will be an outcast. Man, I'm a black man in America who has and is a free thinker. I'm already outcast. I don't care. But it's always crazy how white folk want to say, white liberals say something like that. They don't never say, well, you are a traitor to your white race, unless you are the Klan member. But they don't say, well, you are a sellout to white people, to another white person. Because white people, let me be clear, they don't do groupthink. They do me think. They're gonna take care of them and theirs in their front yard. They don't do, well, us whites got to.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Them white liberals think they so superior than everybody that they got our back. They got our front, they got our six, whatever, but they don't got our six. They ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing for us because they never know about our struggle. I always said this many times. I said this to the protesters: if you love black people so much, go to the hood and protest what we go through. Go ahead.
Well, they won't do that. Let's be clear. They're not going to do that because what they deem that we should care about, we don't. Not like that. I just look at this whole Kamala thing and what's trending on as I already said, the number of black women saying, I'm not voting for her. Again, if you're from California, you know how Kamala Harris gets down.
Yes,
Just
sir.
call your kinfolk. We all like 3 degrees from somebody in California.
Exactly.
Ask them what you think about. Oh, she locked cats up. She hid evidence from freeing people on death row.
Mm-hmm.
Her cackling, hackling behind what she's talking about. What is to become, and what is to become is what it is as it's be. What I don't know if this bizarro talk or who you trying to run the game on. You just saying the same thing in reverse. What is to become is what it is.
Hey, what you think about? I don't know if you saw Trump's speech earlier. I saw a little bit of the speech earlier. He said that Kamala is worse than Joe Biden because she's liberal and she's far liberal and she's far left. He said that she's worse than our worst president ever. Okay, what's your take on that, brother?
Well, her positions are further left than Joe Biden's on abortion, on the border, on health care, on criminal justice reform. She is further to the left than Joe. And the thing for me, and I have some conservatives saying we need to be careful and not to say that she's not qualified and calling her the DEI candidate, or the DEI hire. And I'm like, well, wait a minute now. I thought liberals said DEI was a good thing. So tell me which of you blacks was hired because of DEI and you blacks who was hired because you qualified. What's the difference? Because if DEI is a good thing, then why can't Kamala Harris be a DEI hire? Well, no, she's qualified. They're using DEI as a code word for saying she's not qualified. Wait a minute now. I thought DEI didn't represent qualifications. I thought DEI represents exposure and opportunity. So now DEI is man, if the left don't know if it's coming or going. So now to call Kamala Harris a DEI hire, that's a bad thing because she's qualified. So are you by icto facto saying that DEI hires are not qualified?
Yeah. Woo! Wait, what he said, y'all? What Orlando said? You heard me?
They're destroying their own message. You say DEI people are just people who just need an opportunity. It's equity and it's inclusion.
Yes, sir.
So if we call Kamala equity hire, you are offended by that because no, she's qualified. But wait a minute now.
Go ahead, bro.
You never said DEI had anything with qualifications. Because you assume that these folk are qualified. They just need a shot. So why is for us to say Kamala is a DEI hire? That's wrong. That's racist, and that's insulting. Again, black folk, you tell me now. All you educated, bourgeois. Tell me which one of you all are DEI hire, and which one of you all got hired because you qualified. Whoa. I need help a brother out. I need to know.
Wow.
Ask a friend. I just need to know. Maybe the chat can help me out. Who is Willie Brown? Who is Montel? I'm just asking the question again.
Oh yes.
Which one of you progressive blacks are not a DEI hire, but you're qualified?
Yes, sir.
So are we saying that the DEI hire is not the most qualified person for the job? I'm just trying to make this make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And I'm going to have to post some of this stuff on my page too. Because if DEI hires are such a good thing, what's wrong with calling Kamala DEI hire? It's supposed to be a badge of honor. I'm a DEI. But no, she's qualified. She's qualified. She's a lawyer. She's a blah. She's just turn say, okay, but again, define to me what is DEI and what is qualified, because it sounds like you're talking about both sides. I was about to say something else, brother. No.
Go ahead, brother.
Talking about both sides now. Pick a side and stand on it now. Is it you're qualified to be DEI hire or you're not? Because you're giving two different scenarios here. And I hope Republicans call them out on that. Yeah. I hope they call them out like, wait a minute, I'm confused. Excuse me again. I thought DEI was a good thing. So how am I wrong by calling her a DEI? No, she's qualified. So again, by your own argument, is DEI hires qualified from your own argument? That's all I'm saying.
What's up, Ricky? Ricky talking crap. That's my dude right there. All right. What's up, Ricky? Good to see y'all, man. Yeah, I got my guest, Orlando Owens up here, and he's gonna be up here many times. He's gonna be more than my guest, so we're gonna be here many more times up here, man. He's spitting the facts over, man. You know,
we got to, man. We got to get this word out, and Mo, I got to help. I need your help getting on as many platforms as possible, because this is garbage, man. We're going to talk about education, and this lady is against school choice for Black kids.
Right. Like that school choice. I mean, come on, Orlando. The way we grew up, at least the public schools were a lot different when we were growing up. At least they were a lot different. At least we, you know what, had prayers. At least we didn't groom our children. We didn't, we love our country. We got suspended. We got suspended from not standing up for the flag. I mean, that's not a story, but it's a different story right now. The schools are no good. Like Trump said, your school's no good, and that's it.
So why didn't President Harris, Vice President Harris?
Yeah, Vice President Harris.
Why shouldn't he become a czar of the hood?
Because she hate Black people.
That's all I'm saying. Where's the czar?
Black people.
I'm gonna post it tonight. Why didn't Kamala become the czar of the hood? Because the hood needs it. Because you failed at the border.
This is coming from two Negroes right here, Orlando and Mo. All right.
Just asking the question. Help a friend out.
Help a friend out.
I'm throwing a lifeline. Why did she not? Why she didn't tell Joe? Joe, I'm not gonna work the border. I'm gonna be the czar of the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Because she don't have any credibility. Because once the record comes out again, you locked up brothers. You omitted evidence. You pushed back evidence.
And not just locked up brothers. She wrongfully accused brothers. She falsely accused brothers.
Exactly. Who came out and won multi-million-dollar settlements because of her.
Yeah. She hate Black men. She hate Black men. Obviously.
And that's why, man, I can't explain this in no other way that this is definitely an election of the sexes, man. Black men. If you do not step up, you're going to get more of the same. More jobs that won't be here in your city, higher prosecutions, more. If she cares so much about Black men, why didn't they change the federal guidelines for your felony behind can live in a low-income house with your peoples? You can't even touch the campus at Berryland or West Lawn.
Wow.
Mr. Drug Felon.
What you said?
They have 4 years to change the federal guidelines so you can get a student loan, you drug felon.
Mm-hmm.
Stop you again from going to school, Black man. Can't be with you. They can't be with you. Can't be with your children. Your children, because you can't be on any federal housing department land.
Yeah.
But she's so Black though.
She's so Black.
She's so Black.
But you know what's so funny? She was selected by the white liberal. She was selected by the communists. She was selected by the socialists. And Trump had a point that he said that the difference between her and Bernie She is hardcore liberal. That she's a feminazi. I'm using the word feminazi. Use the word feminist. I'm gonna say feminazi. Go ahead, brother.
Again, I'm just saying. If she's
And you know what I mean when I say feminazi.
I'm with you. If she's so black, why she didn't start this whole black man, initiative to get black men working?
Yeah,
Where's that at? To bring more investment so more black men are working.
Yes,
Again, black men, if y'all don't step up, bro, it's on us. Because these women are going to continue to vote in these progressive ways and these Democrat ways. So I was at Garfield, and his mother and a daughter came. The daughter was probably like 22. The mother's older. And she goes into her little rant, and the mama's just standing like a proud mother over her child.
Yes,
What's
sir.
going off on? So why men can take the rights of women? I said, I support what God say, man. Do you know God, don't you? And mama sitting there. Mama sees a lady who walks, so an older lady, older than the mama, or in the arms of age range. I say, well, older walks up.
Yes, sir.
Says so she don't know what the black girl is saying because she's at the Republican booth. Either the black girl is there to give us support, or she giving us a hard time. So the older black woman walks up behind the young black girl and says, "Girl, you better be voting your interest now." And she walks off. And the mother said, "Oh, she go to Christian faith."
Daryl Hines, Bishop Daryl Hines. Oh, don't get me started with him.
So again, and I'm Kojic, right? So, but I see there's a woman bond going on. So the girl continues down the road. Ain't no man supposed to be telling no woman what to do, and you support. I said, listen, young lady, your mama says you go Christian faith. So do y'all not believe in the divine order of God?
They don't.
You don't believe in what God say? Forget what the Republican Party say. What does God say?
Yeah.
What does God say? What does God say about marriages that are ungodly? What does He say about it? Well, and so she started to backpedal and get all discombobulated. Then she had the nerve when she left, brother. I said, so you debating me over abortion? She's like, well, yeah, because I said, so you want to kill babies?
Yes.
The young girl, because the mama ain't said nothing yet. She sees letting the girl go head on. She says, well, people die every day. Who was that in that movie? Was that Cameron who said that?
Cameron said that.
He said, big people die every day. That's what the young girls told me. People die every day. At least he had the realization that you're killing people. I guess. She said, people die every day.
Yeah.
I said, get your sick behind away from me. Get from around me, Satan. Get away from me. And the mama standing right there as a proud hen pick watching her baby girl go. Go tell him, baby. Tell that man. You about silly as she is. She is.
Exactly, bro.
And now we have a president running for president who believes in all stages of abortion. All stages. No matter what, all stages of abortion. She is it don't matter who you put in there, they support this far left agenda. That's the disgusting thing about it.
And that's what Trump said, that Harris is far left. I'm saying she's a feminazi.
Well, again, what we gonna do, black men? And so I said this. I was at Garfield's. I said, "Where are the black strong men at?" And the women was looking. I said, "Yeah, this message is only for black men, not for the women."
Mm-hmm.
Why is? I said, "This is for the men, and not only just for the men. It's only for a certain type of man. Where the alpha men at?
Woo!
I don't mean
is it?
I don't mean fraternity. I
The
said
alpha
you,
males.
the alpha males. Because you betas, go on do what you do. Go on do what you do. I'm talking about the alpha males.
We got Ed in the house. We got Ed Show in the house. Snap.
Delgado, man, I missed the show the other night, man. You should come up if you got a minute.
Yeah, he can pull up if you got a minute, bro. I'll send the link to him.
If Mo can get you in, man.
I'll get you. I'll put it in the chat room.
Ed, go to it. See, can you come on if you got a few minutes, man?
Yeah, or you can come in the chat room and just hit the link. Give me a green light. Pull up.
It is disgusting, man. But it showed my team around me, man, that our goal, our target is black men. It is not black women. Them jokers is too far gone. I like what I'm seeing online that the black women have said I'm not with her, the foundational blacks, but I don't have enough time left in this campaign to talk to a lot of black folk, black women in particular. I'm talking to black men. And let them know that you're a black man. You can vote if you're off paper. And what you think? Because even one of the guys who said today, he said, "So who you think I should vote for?" I said, "You should vote for Trump." So I'm voting for Trump then. That's that was easy. Like, yeah, that's it. I was like, okay.
And I like what you said. You saying black men because black women gonna vote for Miss Harris.
Correct.
I mean, black women are gonna vote for Miss Harris.
They are.
Negroes, black Negro. I'm saying Negroes because they do. They ain't gonna vote. But a lot of them ain't gonna vote for Trump either. But we still gotta convert you. We gotta let them know that we need Trump up in here.
And we need more shows like yours, more shows like Delgado's.
Yes, sir.
Delgado. That we pump out and use Instagram and do a lot of targeted boosts to say, man, this woman, if she was, a friend of mine had a powerful statement. You know how the left always want to use Maya Angelou?
Yes.
Once someone shows you who they are,
yes, sir,
you should believe them.
Believe it.
We should say the same thing about Kamala. Once someone shows you who they are, locking your black ass up.
Locking your black ass up. Next.
You should believe them. Because she didn't go back. She didn't go back and get them niggas out of jail. And excuse my French, everybody who's listening. God is working on my voice.
Well, you on my channel anyway, so
working on me every day. But she didn't go back and try to get them cats out of jail in California. She didn't say, Joe, we need to change these laws on the federal level. These RICOs, like we just got Trump on. She didn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
She's sitting back, cackling and walking around with kids at the AKA, you know.
Yes, sir.
Ski.
Woo!
But you ain't doing nothing of substance. You're going out and partying and giving black folk just a good time. But you ain't doing nothing of substance. Say, no, we're going to change some of these laws so these men can be working. We're gonna get some more jobs in the city. We're going to change this educational system over sexualization of our children in the schools. You didn't fight to pull the books out.
Hey, so what we can do, brother, to get black men to get away from the BS? What can we do? Give me some advice, brother.
We have to go where black men are.
Yes.
For the ones who are going to be Democrat lovers,
mm-hmm.
You know, as they say, as he said in 300, when he asked Leonidas, and then the black messenger, the Ethiopian messenger, came and said, Leonidas, you have to bow to Xerxes. He said, well, we've heard that you went to the Athenians. You know, the boy lovers, and they have refused you. We're going to the men and say, man, listen, we're going to show it where you are and say, we have to do this, man, because if you don't want drag queen hour in your children's school,
thank you.
If you want more jobs to be pushed out of the community and you want to continue down this life of crime because you can't make it. Now, I'm not talking to the bona fide criminal. If you want to run the street road, then you know whatever gonna happen, gonna happen. But if you say, man, I'm only out here, man, because I really can't feed my family, and if another opportunity came, I would leave this life alone because I've been in and out of prison, I've been in and out of jail. I'm so sick. I'm talking to you, brother. And then even if you are the hustle dude, do you want somebody
Yeah, the grifters.
Feeding your children puberty blockers, cutting off penises and removing breasts?
Yes, sir.
Don't you want your son to be able to marry a biological woman? Don't you want your daughter to marry a biological woman? Don't you want some more help in the block? Now I'm gonna say some hood stuff right now, but it is what it is. It's
hood, my dude.
It's hood business. When the economy is doing good, because you know the drug game changes as the economy goes as well too. But you got to say a working class creates more disposable income.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave it at that. Shaky booty bars. I'm gonna leave it at that. Corner drugstore man.
Okay.
When you have more disposable income, people can do what they want to with their money. He might like going to the old Cheetah Club on Friday night. He gonna
exactly, brother.
He gonna tip more. And oh, by the way, Trump said no tax on tips. Shaky booty people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't promote it, but I'm just saying, let's talk numbers, let's talk sense, and let's talk facts here, right?
Yeah, facts.
And a booming economy puts money in more people's pocket. They can do what they want to with their money and spend it the way they want to. So again, if you don't want that happening, if you don't want money being sent over to the Ukraine, when they could be sitting on money right here to the M train right here in Milwaukee.
Yeah, right here in Milwaukee.
You just had a tax increase for rents going up. Why are you sending money to the Ukraine when you should be sending money to the M train? I got to find another way to say that, but that's what I mean. The Ukraine and the me train. Send money to the me train. Why are you sending money to the Ukraine? No, send it to the me train.
Yeah, the me train. Me train. Me.
Send it to me. Send it to me.
Yeah.
You got folk coming over the border, they getting forgiveness. Kamala's forgiving them of their discrepancy with the law, but she ain't forgave no niggas nothing. Oh, Lord forgive me.
Woo! What you said, brother. What Lord, you said.
I got that. Lord help me with my mouth.
No niggas. I said, Lord, don't help me with my mouth. Niggas. I said it.
Help me with my mouth.
This is my channel right here.
She ain't forgave none of
I'm cigar like Trump Jr. Here you go.
She ain't forgave no black folks or nothing. But she can look past other folks' stuff and their discrepancies. But she ain't forgave none of us nothing. She locked you up to the hilt. What she thinks she gonna do when she becomes president? She can continue with those. If she want to do something, why she didn't pull Joe? As you see, Joe wasn't running nothing anyway, but his mouth, and you couldn't barely understand that tonight.
Yes, sir.
Why she did this? Why didn't she assume the position of, oh no, I'm the vice president. I'm big dog.
Yeah,
we'll do something with these black folk who can't make it.
Oh, you said it, bro. You actually said that, bro. Woo! Yeah, you got it in you, bro.
I'm just saying, don't say you finna come save the day when you ain't saved nothing.
And he's in Wisconsin. He's in my stomping ground, Angie. He's in Wisconsin. Wisco.
Now you want to look at you for Kamala's gonna come save the day. She didn't save the day as vice president. She didn't save the day as attorney general out in California. Why you think she's gonna put on a cape now and come save you? I was about to say something else, man.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm just saying. She ain't been capped to save a hoe. So why? I'm just saying. Why you think she's gonna come? You want to be saved? She ain't saved us yet.
Mm-hmm. Better talk about it. Yeah, I better talk about it.
You want to say these things as if she's going to do something that's going to transform Black America, and she ain't said she's going to be Black America. She ain't did nothing for Black America. She broke up families of Black America. She had the nerve to talk about separations at the border, and she would never want to see families separate at the border. But you separate families every day in America, in California. you lock those families up.
Exactly.
You want to cry about children in cages with AOC, but you don't cry about the children in cages in America. See, so she's part of the overall Democratic agenda. You cry about kids in cages, but you have no problem with kids in cages in America. Somebody need to somebody need to be recording this and writing this down for a powerful statement for the black people. You cry about kids in cages at the border, but you don't cry about kids in cages in America.
Mm-hmm.
You want to forgive folk at the border for their wrongs, but you won't forgive folk in America for their wrongs.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You said it, Orlando. See, Orlando is hitting some facts over here. Orlando is touching some souls over here. Keep touching these souls, bro. Wow.
I'm just saying.
You on fire, bro. You on fire. Go ahead.
You want to send money to the Ukraine, but what about me trying?
Go ahead. Dance floor.
You sending money across the country, across the world, but you want to send money to your own hood in California, in Milwaukee, in Baltimore, in Detroit. You open the borders up for folk to come and take jobs that black men are trying to fight for right now, for folk who work for less. But you won't bring a real economic plan to those impoverished communities so black men can be working. You have no problem locking them up. You have no problem destroying their families, but yet and still you want to make certain that foreigners who come over the border that they stay together though. They can stay in the Ramada Inn and get them 3 stacks a month, but you want to have the sisters and the brothers jump through every hoop you can to get.
Bro, why don't you just run for governor over here, man? Hell with them people.
There's a few pieces for some cheese and a few pieces of some ramen noodles.
I'm gonna say that, bro. I said it. Orlando for governor in Wisconsin.
I'm just saying, man. We're already here in this country, but you won't do nothing. But it's just black men. It's also, he says not just black men. It's also Hispanic men born in the U.S. I'm with you, brother Ed. Why don't you come on up, Ed? Get on for a few minutes, man.
Pull up, Ed. I'll send the link.
We ain't gonna be here on for much longer.
Yeah, I got about 3 minutes actually. We probably out here in 3 minutes, but you wanna pull up? We're prolonging 20 more minutes. You dig?
So again, and I'm with you, Ed. That it's the U.S. citizen who went through it the legal way.
It's only for Ed to join the chat room. I mean, to join the to join the stream.
It's just one of them things, man. Like we are playing this game. We ski weekend and queuing and Kappa sign and AKN and alpha alphas and what they got. But y'all won't do that same stuff to say, what's happening here in the cities where all the votes is. Mm-hmm. This is the hypocrisy of this, and to me, the Republicans are looking at how.
Oh, they go Ed. Hold on.
How Republicans?
Ed, he's up here. They go Ed. There go Ed. You know what? We about to end the stream in 2 more minutes, but now you up here.
Ed, you look good, man. I see you still.
We all bald head. Look it up. We all bald head over here.
Look at Ed's face. You look good, man.
We all look good.
I'm trying to be hanging and banging, hitting them weights, taking
care
of the family, doing my thing. And I swear to God, tell me we're living in a simulation without telling me we're living in a simulation right now.
Okay.
Like, how do we live in a world where a man turns his head, almost gets assassinated? How do we live in a world where a man says he's going to run no matter what, unless it's a medical condition, and then gets COVID that afternoon? How does that man drop out of the race after obstinately telling everyone to go get bent?
Mm-hmm.
And then we get this hyena that we're all thrusted upon.
The hyena, Miss Harris.
And it's interesting about the hyena, the female hyena in particular. Did you know that they do develop a So how do I want to put this? I'm trying to not use no words. I'm trying. But brothers and sisters, a
They're
female
hermaphrodites.
hyena can
Hermaphrodites.
project a false phallus
Yeah.
to project
Confused?
strength.
Gotcha.
But this particular hyena doesn't do that. It just cackles like one. Anyway, brothers, how are we doing tonight?
We're doing good, brother. It's good to see you, my man.
He came in with fire. He came in fire.
You got chilling, brother. And Orlando called me at the last minute. You know what I'm saying?
I did.
I wasn't going to do a stream, but you know what? For him, whenever he asks me to do it or tell me to do it, I do it. I say, get up. You too, bro.
No, I feel it. Hey, by the way, I got to give a shout out to Mo. I saw your coverage at the RNC convention, and like you were just the trolling you were doing to some of the left out there. I mean, I'm sitting here and I'm trying to work, right, and I'm watching this, and I'm over here rolling.
Well, I have to say this too, Mo. Ed told me like maybe the day before I saw you. He was like, man, you watching Mo on YouTube? I was like, no. He said, Orlando, Mo's been going live for like 30-minute segments for like a day and a half now. I'm like, for real? I said, I got to check it out. And
Mo was like Django Unchained. I ain't gonna lie. That's what it felt like.
I'll cat asses up, Jack.
And like maybe like the next day when I was down there, here go Mo walking with the big light on his phone as he going. I said, "This is Mo."
Look, I had my little thing right here, Jack. I was just saying like this here. What up, y'all? I have a little thing right here and turn around and what up, yo? What's up, bro? You know, just over here chilling, like 3 or 4 billion.
Ed over looking like Gunny. I see him.
What was it, that one big dude that like came kind of charged up on you on Old World Thursday?
Oh,
I thought Shrek was going to eat you. Like I thought he was.
But I came to him. I was going to knock him out, right? But he can't.
That's what I'm saying.
And the cops told me to beat his ass. You know what I did? He walked away. He come to me like 5 minutes later. Hey, bro, I was just playing. He
gapped him up. Yeah,
he was all kind of cool after that.
You gotta find that one, Orlando. It's hilarious because he came up on him on Mo like he was going to like eat him, like an actual ogre, and he was the size of an ogre.
Ogre on Vision Nerds.
See, that's when alcohol get the best of you. Then you come to your sense like, well,
I don't even think it was alcohol.
I had my water bottle, so let me shut up.
Nah, dude was like, I think dude was just. That's just who he was.
And then want to come back and apologize how that first interaction could have went so sideways so quick. You know,
that was a trip, though. That was a trip.
Lucky Mo wasn't carrying concealing no open carry.
Oh my! No, I would have been cool. I've been on my best behavior.
But I don't know, brother Edo.
Oh, the fork boy! The Antifa was about to stab him with a fork. I said a fork. All you gonna do is make me mad. I was laughing. He's gonna stab him with a fork.
So I am looking at more of this whole Trump attempted assassination, man, and I didn't know. They're doing. Did you all watch the hearing that got the Secret Service ladies to finally resign? They was grilling behind from left to right, but everybody had their own motivations. None of it made sense, man. It was just a total collapse of security. Exactly. And then Trump says, well, some say if it wasn't for Ron Johnson.
Right. That was Ron's chart.
Oh, Ron Johnson
gave me the chart. So I was looking that way and I was trying to read it. If it wasn't for Ron, he would have had this whole, side, which when he turned, I guess I made it for Ed, you know better than me. When he turned, he made his target smaller. But it
was interesting. Yeah. There was a 3D wireframe somebody came up with. And what they did was, based on the picture, they were able to project, to outline what Trump looked like, his head. And they did a front face and then an overview. Whoa. And if at that moment, Trump had not have turned his head to look at the chart, that round would have entered his right eye.
Praise God.
And and I want you to think about this.
Hallelujah.
The bullet, as I understand, was a 223.
Yeah.
A 223 travels at over 2,000 2,000 miles per second.
Yeah, I better say that.
And of course, that doesn't account for windage and elevation. But so what that means at 130 yards, you're talking less than 500 feet. So what that means for the average person is the moment that trigger is pulled, that round is already downrange to its target at 500 feet almost instantaneously.
Right there,
It's the
Jack.
closest thing that you can have to teleportation.
What you said, Ed? Oh, go ahead.
That round, from the moment the trigger was pulled at 500 feet, is the closest thing that you have to teleportation. So for Trump to turn his head at that right moment,
Right.
that's divine intervention right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that wireframe that I was talking about, it showed exactly where it would go had he not turned,
Real talk, Ed.
and what happened when he did, and it grazed his ear.
Mm-hmm.
What's interesting is all the falsehoods that's going out there from the mainstream media, and I was highly impressed, even by Democrats,
It was dope,
because they were lighting the director of the Secret Service up. And I think there's only one reason they're doing it. It's not because it was Trump. I think they did it because they realized that it could be any one of them. Because all of them have aspirations. All of them hold large rallies. And fun fact, anytime there's a large rally, with a congressman, senator, or say Super Bowl, World Series, guess who coordinates the security? Secret Service. And slopes are not an issue for them, by the way. Facts.
It's an unbelievable thing.
Yes.
that
Yes.
This has happened. And she was reluctant to go. And I don't know of, something this colossal that people retain their jobs. And she was actually, I don't know. I guess they thought, let's see how she does in the hearings. And just from, I'm hearing blistering testimony or questions from even some Democrats, but mostly Republicans, like, so there's no slope. The slope is, it's wheelchair accessible. So it's not like someone's going to fall. You can use the same slope and still you can walk up the ramp. And how do you have a structure that falls in the range of one of the most popular firearms out there, and don't have someone there? So some of the questions that were just really profound. Someone even gave AOC kudos.
I give AOC kudos.
That in her cross, questioning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they think about
No,
themselves.
not AOC, man. Are y'all
Yes, sir.
serious?
She asked a decent question. I forget the question it was, but it actually kind of makes sense what she was saying. Like, how do you not know? It was just crazy that her question was like, it was an interesting question.
Wow, I gotta see that, Orlando. You gotta send that to me, bro.
So you have to know.
And that's 100% facts, because and the thing with AOC, every now and again she spits out a pearl of wisdom.
Well,
now she does a lot of things that are just, it's like, no, we're not tracking. It's just not happening. I say 95% of the time, but that 5% where she's on point, credit must be given.
We got people with X watching. Shout out to X.
Yeah, credit must be given when credit is due.
Well, again, what, as they say, Ed, a blind squirrel, a broke clock,
like today,
so but it was just really saddening, of all the eras, and the lady had to go. I don't know why she didn't think that there was an assassination attempt on the president on your watch, and he actually was injured. And just the rationale. And one of the questions that I'm remembering, the guy was like, so this whole slope thing, is that protocol for the Secret Service? And she was like, no, it's something that I said, so it's not in the manual. She said, no, you felt that it was just like, so it's not anything that you guys actually protocol for this. You just said there seemed to be, because your other snipers, the other snipers were on a slope that was
Did
higher.
you see the gradient of that? Where the snipers were at?
Yeah, I seen it. I mean,
It was hilarious.
so the guy was like, so it was Congress. I said, so was that not a problem? But this was.
Here,
If you worry about the slopes, the one you had the sniper on had a higher slope, a higher pitch.
here, I got a fun story for you.
Yeah, I
Yesterday-
want to know the fun story. Go ahead, brother.
Yesterday, I was in the town of Princeton, Wisconsin. Now, we have a lot of Amish folk out here. Love these guys. And they were roofing somebody's house. And it was, I don't know, 6 or 7 of these guys. They were up on the roof. They're just walking around like, just natural to them, not a big deal. And what was comical was that half the roof was torn off. You could see inside the attic. And, all these cats, they're wearing the traditional Amish clothing. They got the nice, they drip was strong, with the hat and everything, suspenders.
Hey, what you
And
mean? Let me stop. I'm
What's
entering a
that?
troll. No, I'm entering a troll here called us Dusties. Never mind. I'm going to let the moderators have this shit.
Oh, we got a troll? I love me some trolls.
Good night, good day, Dusties. Call us Dusties.
Yeah, okay.
Why?
But these
what?
Amish folk, they're
Time-
up top on this roof, right? No tethers.
Get out.
They're just doing their thing.
Get out of here.
Like they're re-roofing a person's house, and Secret Service can't. Are you serious?
These are supposed to be some of the best, among us who do incredible things. And they can't walk up a slight pitch on a roof.
Right.
So it was all bad. I mean, but I think now there's a resurgence. Supposedly, I saw this in the journal. I didn't read it because it was behind a payroll. But so supposedly Kamala brings a resurgence, and I don't know if you saw the reporting of her today in West Allis, in a gym of West Allis Central that holds 3,000 people. That's the way to kick off her campaign. And with 3,000 people, in the summertime in a gym, which, supposed to signify her support. But did you see, Van Jones and this, even with tonight, I didn't even watch
Van Jones.
He's just, I mean, again, Ed, you heard some of the commentary earlier. This campaign is a masculine, muscular campaign, man. Going toward men is for men, and I respect the analysts that I spoke to tonight who said this campaign is going to come down between white women and black men.
Oh,
Okay. I got some thoughts, but I don't want to dominate. Mo.
no, go
It's
ahead.
your show.
Bring your thought, Ed. Bring it.
All right. Let's break it down like this. We're going to do it categorically. White, liberal, suburban women. These are the chicks that love them to death, but they think they're solving the world with their vote. They want to be empathetic. They want to do, however they, in their minds, they think that, I want to be on these poor minorities' side. Like, we can't do things for ourselves.
Yes,
And
sir.
these are the younger ladies. We're going to talk like 18 to, I don't know, 35 or so. They don't have enough knowledge in the world. Younger men, though, of all races, they're becoming more conservative. And I think we can attribute a lot of this to influencers like Jordan Peterson, Andrew Tate, Ben Shapiro, people that say, it's okay to be a man. But here's why the Kamala Harris and whoever she picks, and I think it'll probably be a white male because she has to have a counterbalance.
Of course.
But The reason why I don't believe she's going to win, number one, Trump has so much momentum. And,
Whoa!
let's just be real. And I'm going to try my best not to say no to words, but Trump is based AF. And we've seen Kamala Harris get bodied by Tulsi Gabbard.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not
Oh,
Tulsi's
yeah, I
biggest
saw that
fan.
earlier today. Someone put a replay over there.
Remember back in 2020, right?
Yeah, they saw that.
But let's also factor in the racists. And you might think, but sir, who are the racists? I will tell you happily. The racists are the white, Democrat, male, Gen X, millennial boomers. They will never vote for somebody they think is black and or female to be president of the United States. This is facts because you know what? Democrats, by their very nature, historically, present day, are racist. And I dare anyone to change my mind.
Yeah, change your mind.
That's just my thoughts. I could be wrong.
Well, I say this, man. I definitely believe this has changed the complexion a little bit, not literally, but I guess figuratively, not literally, changed the complexion of the race. I'm not seeing that. And I'll be honest, I don't think Republicans have to change their message because Kamala supports these very leftist progressive positions. I think black women were already going to be voting for Biden, but this assertion that you see on the internet saying I'm a foundational black and I'm not voting for Kamala Harris. We still haven't talked about, Netanyahu today, her not showing up, from him addressing Congress today. She didn't show up, right? So she's still trying to, this whole thing is not going anywhere. She's still on the wrong side of the issue in Israel or in Gaza. She's on the wrong side of the issue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And by her, and this is why, to your point, Ed, she may not pick Ben Shapiro.
Wheeler Shapiro.
What is it?
I can't remember the dude's first name, but it's Shapiro, just the same.
Right now, he's a governor, but he's
Yeah.
He's pro-Israel. How do you have a pro-Israel vice president, but you have a president who is pro-Hamas or like trying to be neutral and trying to be the Netherlands and Switzerland can't do that? So I think he's probably one of the most popular governors they were looking at, but it's not going to square right. So you still have a problem with the Gaza situation. You still have a problem with the Ukraine funding as more black people are alerted about the issue, about how you're diverting funds to go to Ukraine in a failing war campaign on top of what you're doing on the border, but turn around and say, we ain't got enough money for the hood though.
Mm-hmm. Well, how many times do they talk about Flint, Michigan?
Real fact, man.
We lost Ed. Uh-oh.
We must lost. He'll be back.
So, I mean, that's real talk, Brother Mo. How does she say, again, you so pro-black, but all the resources, all the attention is not even going to the black community. It's not even going. And then, I don't think it's a hard campaign to have against Kamala Harris if she becomes a nominee, which is clearly she has enough of the delegates already structured. And these are the same people who say they are so, trying to defend democracy, but they didn't went to a vote. The delegates just fell behind Kamala. So
to defend democracy for what? It's like, come on, man.
Well, I mean, their process was that she just got no other person had a chance to run for office once Joe decided he wasn't running. And she gets it automatically because she's the president or the vice president, and all the delegates right now are falling behind her. I think it's going to be a hot mess in Chicago. And it takes trying to say they're trying to give her a nomination before they even get to Chicago.
I was going to say, what's the over/under that she's not going? Honestly, I'm thinking about putting $100 in the predictive markets. Like, do you realize that? If, say, 3 months ago, you put $100 and predicted that Joe Biden would not be the nominee, you would, like, for every dollar you spent, you would get 94.
Mhm.
Somebody cleaned up this past weekend.
That's what I'm saying. Making bank.
Somebody put some money down and got paid. Because I
Come
heard
on,
it.
somebody.
Now, don't get me wrong. I heard it the whole time. I just thought it was just a farce. Like, he's not stepping down. He's just not stepping down. Up until and this is another problem that Kamala Harris has. She was a person that said, if something was going on, she's not going to lie. But these people are right there, right there. And you deceived us. And we saw that. Like, this man is not in a good shape. And you all said, oh, man, this dude has run 50 laps. I can't keep up with Joe.
Yes.
He has so many good I got to go back to my desk and write Joe, you got me stumped. I'm like, man, stop all that. Stop all that.
That's all cap because like dude couldn't ride a bike without falling down. I mean, just saying.
It sounds like he in the army. We do more before 5 a.m.
What's the over under with considering BLM is got a big problem with Kamala Harris being just anointed, and if BLM's having a problem, there's going to be other people that have a problem with the fact that what about the primary? So about the will of people?
BLM have a problem with Kamala Harris?
They do. They shot this whole. The elites get to elect their nominee.
Yeah.
And of course, we know Antifa will be there out in force. And we know there's a contingent of people in Chicago right now that have a problem with Democrats, considering they're spending all kinds of money going overseas, but they're not doing anything for the inner cities.
No, they're not.
August 19th, Democrat National Convention.
I may have to go there. I may have to go. So Mo, you may have to come on down, or I'm gonna have to do what you did. I'm gonna have to go live from the street because I'm give y'all
some.
Hey,
you go that way, holler at me, bro. I'll go right with you, bro.
I may have to go down there because I got to cover this story because it's gonna be.
Let's do it, bro.
It's gonna be a mess, I believe, man. It was gonna be a mess. But I cannot wait until the campaign ads are being cut for Kamala Harris, that all that ski-weeing and all that hacking she does, it comes out on how
all that skibbity-doo,
and what is to overcome is to what is to come, and what is to come is what is to overcome. All that backwards reverse talking. Oh my God.
I'm sorry, man. I do want to wear my red hair out there. Damn, I do want to.
You may wear it one night or for a little while and see how it go. I wouldn't say no.
I'm gonna wear this to interview people. Like, wait.
See how it go, because you probably get some people. Well, you'll get some bold people that will talk to you on camera, so it's gonna be some good footage.
Yeah,
the ones who can't.
I'll at least take this with me. So.
Right, the ones who can't stand you, they won't stop. But the ones who want to say something just to offend your audience, they'll come up and they'll say the truth. Like, I wish Trump would have turned his head a little bit further. They'll say some reckless stuff like that, something disgusting.
Most definitely, bro. Most definitely.
So if you go to Chicago with that hat, you might get some real peaches.
Yeah,
tell exactly. It may be some.
But I'm gonna wear a gangster like that. Y'all.
It may be content gold because they're gonna tell you, how dare you were with that. I wish that guy was dead. He's a fascist. You had one job. All the stuff that was breaking after Trump survived the assassination attempt. All those black or white, whoever, liberal, progressives came out. Crying that the guy missed, that he had one job. I'm like, we're actually advocating for. I don't like Joe Biden or Democrat policies, but I'm not going to advocate for somebody to kill him.
Right, exactly, bro.
Yep.
Not to kill him.
I'm not advocating for that. And so anybody I'm around that says I wish Joe Biden would just kill over and die, I'm like, hold on, man. That's not. Or I wish somebody would take a gun and put it to his head. No, that's stupid. And we had the left, progressive left, actually saying that. Like, you had one job, you missed this guy. And I just can't believe we are in a place, man. Honestly, Ed and Brother Mo, that we're in a place so ugly
Yes, we
that
are.
people
But
will say
we've
something
been
like,
in that place though. We've been in that place for a while. Look what happened with Kathy Griffin when she held the head of Trump, with all the blood on there in
and nobody
effigy,
said nothing.
Mm-hmm.
and she lost a lot of business, and rightfully so, I think. Um,
Yes, sir.
50, not 50, Snoop did the whole thing with his video with Trump, and he put a gun to his head. Now, Snoop didn't suffer anything from that. Okay, whatever. But if you go back to 2016 and a little before, you had people that were like, the memes were, with Obama hanging in a noose. And I'm like, yo, that's not cool.
Yes, sir.
Joe Biden, I am not a fan. Like, I think he's one of the most racist people I've ever seen. And it's just amazing to me that he's getting reelected, and, for when he was in the Senate. And then, people still voted for him. But you know what? When he had COVID, supposedly, well, this was, I guess, the third time supposedly. I don't wish ill will on him.
Right.
I personally want nothing more for him to just retire,
Mhm.
enjoy his last days with his
That's
family.
it, brother.
And you know what? You did your service to your country how you thought proper. I vehemently disagree with how you did it. But you know what? I don't wish you any ill will.
Oh yeah, we got 3 minutes left, y'all. Yeah, go ahead. Speak it up. We got 3 minutes left.
I
Well-
apologize, Mo. I just come onto these platforms and I
No,
start.
it's good. We invite you for a reason.
Well,
Actually,
man,
streams will be like 1 hour, so we extended for like 30 minutes for you.
I'm glad you came, Ed. You got these 30 minutes, this last 3 minutes,
I
man.
came in late to the party.
Well, go ahead and close out this last 3
No,
minutes.
how long you want to speak? If you speak more than 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't care. Talk.
Ed, go ahead.
Yo, I'm looking at the comments here, and Raider Ridge said, "Remember when Madonna said she wanted to blow up the White House and got away with saying that?" And that's absolutely right. It's just amazing because the left they're notorious for having these things. I got nightmares or dreams of killing somebody or doing X, Y, and Z, and it's like, who on the right is like saying things like, you know what? You will have a few fringe people saying things like that, but
Yes, sir.
most of us are like, dude, I just hope you get on your horse right off into the sunset, or you do like the whole Judge Dredd comic book. You just, you get your armaments, you get your cloak, and you do the long walk.
Well, let's not forget now, Ed, and I want you to go back talking. Johnny Depp. He said, when he said what he said, I'd fantasized one night of Lincoln and saw maybe
Right.
this happened again. That was Johnny Depp. These are people who have major platforms. Tell me one Republican has a major platform, a major shot caller who actually said, "Yeah, I fantasize sometime with Joe Biden and someone putting a pillow over
Yeah. Yes,
his
exactly.
face." I mean, again, this is Johnny Depp said that, and he tried to cover it, but he said what he said. Even just as recently with Jack Black, his co-wing guy said, I wish he wouldn't have missed something. And then he called himself an apology, but then he recanted on the apology.
But it's interesting because that's pretty much the end of Tenacious D.
Into what?
Tenacious D. That's the end of that that group.
That's the end of it.
What is that?
Tenacious D is Jack Black and the other guy, something Gas. That's the musical group they had, the tour they were doing. And at that particular point, nobody's going to insure them. Nobody wants to work in the management company, dropped them. And at this particular point, there is no more. Tenacious D is done. And it's kind of sad because for a lot of people, they were entertaining, they were enjoyable. And one foul comment screw up the whole program.
Jack Black should just fired him and kept doing his own thing.
Exactly. Right, exactly.
Well, Ed, we gonna turn this over to you, man, because I know. Did you do a show last night?
I did a short one, but so many developments, so many things going on. It's like it's a lot to process.
Yeah, a lot, brother. For real, for real.
I gotta do my workout schedule because you come on right at my time at my gym, so I gotta figure this out.
Yeah.
But I just say this, man. I think there is a strong campaign
Yes.
that can be held against Kamala Harris and her record. Make this about Kamala Harris' record. And I get it. People are saying she's not qualified. She's not this. And Ed, I don't know if you heard me say it earlier. I said, wait a minute. Is Kamala Harris a DEI hire or isn't she? And now DEI seems to be a curse word. Like, oh, what you mean by that? She's qualified. So are you by saying that, are you saying that DEI candidates are not qualified to be in the job? Because they're putting this, they're twisting themselves into this pretzel, bro. And it's like, wait a minute, man.
Yeah, that pretzel, bro.
It's weird. So,
man, you got so many great comments in your section here. This is it's on point.
Yeah, they talking, man. These guys are talking. These my dudes right here.
I love these folks.
I think I can see someone with Kamala Harris committed insurrection.
I'm gonna pin it. I'm gonna pin it right here. Oh, there you go.
I can expand on that just a wee bit. Do you remember the George Floyd riots?
Yeah, and she said she paid.
Kamala Harris was the notorious BIH that fundraised to get bail for the rioters and the people that are committing felonious acts. Fact.
So again, she'll bail out some protesters, but she won't let weed smokers go. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, you dig. Oh, here you go. There you go. I'm gonna pin this right here. Let y'all read this.
Huh.
And by the way, you get know when you're wearing glasses and you gotta do this number.
Yes.
Hey, I gotta do that too. Exactly.
Didn't need to wear glasses until last year. Son of a biscuit.
Well, again, they're committing felons by felons coming over the border. I mean, again, let me be clear. I don't think you're gonna get this content anywhere. I think we definitely have to highlight Wisconsin, man. We got to get a way to get these brothers to vote, man, and those Latino brothers to vote, because this has to stop, man. These schools, and I don't know if you heard Charlamagne the God today on Cartier Family. I've had a chance to meet those guys. I might be doing their show soon. They were here in town. I met Gutfeld. That was wild.
Yeah, Greg Gutfeld.
I met Gutfeld. I got Trump nephew. He was cool.
Oh yeah, you got Forgiano. That's I met him out there too.
He was cool as all get out, but it's just to me, man. This was a pretty awesome national convention. I had never been to one before, and I didn't go on the inside, but all reports are saying it was great. While I was at Garfield Days, I had at least 5 people come up and like, well, I heard black people didn't get no money and they didn't. I said, well, that's Chevy Johnson and David Crowley, because they had a portal where businesses could join so they could be on the campus. They should be they should be able to leave the downtown and come out here. I said, man, let me tell you something. A couple guys come up. So let me tell you something. It was incumbent upon those companies to become vendors and they get down to vendor row and sell their food or sell whatever they would sell. That was their job to do that. And I said, on top of that, David Crowley and Chevy Johnson did most of the picking for Milwaukee. So if your business wasn't there, it was like Ashes wasn't there, so-and-so wasn't there. I said, well, that's David Crowley and Chevy Johnson. I asked them why they wasn't on the vendor list.
We're right here, Jack. For real. Yeah, y'all see us, y'all. Right there.
Well, your chat's lit, man. Like these folks are.
We're lighting up over here, Ed.
These folks are on point. I'm loving this. I'm like McDonald's. I'm over here sitting here like da 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 da. I'm loving it.
They follow the issues. Look like these folk follow politics.
Yeah, they be over here, Jack.
But you know what though? I think most following is the epitome of what we talk about. The black man, the Hispanic man, the emasculated man that says, you know what, no more. We got to reclaim our masculinity. We have to reclaim our home. We have to reclaim our family. We have to reclaim who we are so we can be more than what we were yesterday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Our fathers may have been gangbangers, drug dealers in the 70s and 80s, or they may have had to serve in the military because there was no other option. But for us now, you know what? From hella hot wire, we're alpha males. We're the signals of our generation. And it doesn't matter if you're a Gen Z, Gen Alpha, Millennial, Z, X, Y, Z, Elemental P. Doesn't matter.
Yes,
They
sir.
want opportunity. They want to be able to create a family. They want to be the head of their households. And the only way to do that is through a free society. And that can only be done at this juncture,
Free.
2024. You cannot be under another Democrat as a president. It has to be under somebody like Donald Trump. And
Exactly.
let us be smart about this. We need to look down ballot too. So for everybody listening, please take a look at your state Senate races, your congressional races, your state house, your state Senate, your village. Vote properly. Remember, at the end of the day, all politics is local. You can't figure that out. Get somebody else who has greater wisdom than you. Learn from them. Vote properly. If you don't do that, you have no one to blame but yourself.
He said it. He said it, bro.
I ain't got nothing else, Mo. Ed took it. I ain't got nothing else.
We ain't nothing else, bro.
He got it.
We got to do this more often.
Brother.
We got to do it more often, Mo. You heard Ed.
More often, bro.
We got to. We are the conservative. Honestly, man, we are the most conservative black and brown voices out here, especially as men in the state of Wisconsin, bro. No one is doing this, what we just did. Nobody's doing this in our state. In our state, a battleground swing state, who else is doing this type of broadcast with four minority males?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you may say it on the left from the standpoint of a gay dude, a trans dude, and a whatever dude, I guess. A dude who menstruates, call himself a man. They may be doing it on the left, and I wouldn't be surprised. Exactly. There's no conservative team with people of minorities who are doing it like this. I give some credence to David King. He comes on sometimes. I'll come on sometimes. But Mo and Ed have been here and doing it in this space. So shout out to Mo. Shout out to Ed Delgado. They've been doing this. Even Grajada up north. I think he's Mexican American. I think there's something here that we got to talk to men. If we want to win this election, this road goes to men and alpha men in particular. Betas who follow what they knows, whatever, to their women who tell them, the women tells them how to vote, and they're like, okay, baby, this ain't for you. But we just got to get enough of those men to vote. In particular, in Milwaukee, we're seeing Kenosha, just for them stand up, Mo. We need them, brother Mo.
But even some of the betas,
we need them.
But even some of the betas, it's like, yo, you do not have to be an emasculated cuck. Like, you do not. Like I don't know. Take a look at where your belt is. Reach down. You got a pair down there? You do?
Grab up and pull.
Yo, man. And you know what? I get it. School, society have taught you not how to be one. I get it. You've never been in a fight. I get it. You've never had that red ball hit you in the face. But you know what? There's still hope. There's still hope. If you're willing to listen, we can teach you how to be a man, but not toxic. We can teach you how to be a man so you can defend yourself, your family, your fortune, your home.
Exactly, yo. Exactly.
That's all I got to say.
All right, I'm about to sign off, everybody. Thank you, Orlando, and thank you, Ed, for just popping on at the last minute. Even though
Thank
you
you
the
for having me,
last
sir.
hour, but it's fine. I think that.
You know I appreciate you.
So I might change the thumbnail. Put up. No, I'll just leave it the way it is. You just popped up. I'll just leave it the way it is. Thumbnail.
Brother Mo, we need you to put this together for us, man. We would love. Ed already said we got to do this more often.
Let's do them often, bro.
Once a week, man. Come together once a week.
At least once a week. Let's do this once a week, y'all. Once a week. It can be for 1 hour. It can be for 1 hour.
And my Wednesdays open because I don't have Bible study on Wednesdays this summer.
That's it. 1 hour. Let's do it for 1 hour, y'all.
Do you think we could actually do 1 hour?
No.
Considering who we are.
You know what? I said 1 hour at the less.
Only if Mo.
I said it for 1 hour. I'll say like 7 to 8 or 8 to 9, whatever we do.
Right.
Yeah.
Only if Mo keeps us on the agenda.
We'll be like 1 hour ish.
Yes.
We got to do it, brothers, because there's no voices out here speaking to these men. Nobody, man. The forgotten man, Ed, and you hit it.
Especially in Wisconsin.
The forgotten man. And we need to wake, even like you said, even the beta men to say, man, you a man. If you don't really like this stuff going on, well, my wife, man, are you a man or you a mouse? Cuz you got to step up for this country right now. Got to step up right now. This is as they say, what they say in North Carolina or in LA. This is big game James right now.
Mm-hmm.
Step it up.
When it's about James Worthy, it's big. You got to step up, man. Got to step up.
Yes, sir.
I guess that's all I got.
All right, y'all. We out of here. Thank you, everybody. Y'all stay online.
I got it. Good night.
And this, and we out of here, everybody. Thank you for coming on. Anybody want to say something before I leave? We leave.
Go to Orlando4WI.com. Orlando4WI.com is Project Moon Needed. We need your help and your donations.
All right. What you got to say, Ed?
Check out the website here. That's thedelgadoshow.com. Doing some revisions on that. And all y'all just know that every day is a new day God has blessed you with. Go out there, go forth, be the best version of yourselves you can be, and kick the day's ass.
Kick their ass. You dig? All right, y'all. I'll see you. Hey, thank y'all for coming on here. Holla back, y'all. Next.